It's Friday.
Hey everybody, it's Friday, and we're here to talk about how you can invest and get hemp growing profits. Three tips to grow profit from the hemp business. This is a good one. If you're thinking about investing into CBD or into hemp clothing and fibers, this is the show for you. So it's a way for you to grow your profits and grow by growing hemp. With that being said, this is going to be the best 1 hour of your day here on Blind Guys Life for Life Live. We have two great giveaways. We have our...
This is a talk show, y'all. So you know we're going to be talking to you. You are a part of this, even on the replay. So when you say the giveaways, we do expect you guys to give us feedback. Come with it.
So you got two great giveaways. We have our plant-based treat, and we introduce you to our fabulous guests all along the way during this 1 hour talk show called Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. So let's go. Let's start the show with our Real Talk.
Wait. Real Talk with Tabi is in the
house.
Yes.
Design intro.
So wait, no, just stop. It's Friday, y'all. Real Talk with Tabi. She's a web designer. She designed this intro. So when Corey says this, know that this is the designer, South African. She's in South Africa right now in Midrand. I don't think I said that right. But anyways, this is the Real Talk with Tabi designed intro. So Corey, now you can announce it and we can do the intro. They're familiar with it now.
Let's go. Let's start the show with our Real Talk with Tabi design intro.
It's another episode of a Blind Guy.
His Wife.
Hey everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we let you enter our life live every hump day. Bang, bang, bang to Friday.
You're doing
That's
too much.
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15
a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Y'all, we were at the club last night and we were live. It was just a test. I said I was taking down the live, but it's still up. So Corey is really excited, hence the bang, bang, bang going on.
With that being said, again, we're here for the best 1 hour of your day every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a 1 hour talk show where we introduce you to fabulous guests, have two great giveaways, and a plant-based treat. All along the way, we're going to enjoy talking to you, the home team, our viewers out there that are making this show possible.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of fabulous guests, today's fabulous guest is no exception to the fabulous guest rule.
So wait, did we say hello to the guest before we say hi to Trash Can Waves?
Trash Can Waves in the house out there in Michigan.
He was at the club last night with us.
Yeah, he was at the club.
We love you all on the replay. So thank you for always, if you can't be there live, like Trash Can Waves, like G Albert, who was talking trash to me last night.
In the house.
But he is telling you to put in hashtag the home team, because as part of this talk show, our first place pony giveaway, you do have to do exactly what G Albert said. Hashtag the home team. Now, we're going to bring our guest in because K Business Podcast is a businessman.
K-Biz in the house.
And K-Biz is not only a businessman, but K-Biz is a 40-year-old businessman. Happy birthday!
Today's his birthday?
Yes, sing him a song.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready. K-Biz. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. This
that's it.
is the second verse. It's shorter than the... Okay,
Happy birthday,
K-Biz. K-Biz, we're going to be in your neck of the woods during the 4th of July
Don't
weekend.
tell all our business core. TWP Popcorn is listening. Let's just say hello to him and bring in the guests. You know, we can't tell where we will be and when we will be there. But if they want to know where K Business Podcast is, they can always go to his channel and find out where we'll be that weekend. Because, we'll be working, performing and all that stuff and, traveling and whatnot. But let's get in there. Let's bring our guest in because Coach Remy,
hey, Coach Remy, work out.
Work. Y'all know Coach Remy. He is in Belgium now. He was in Rwanda. Now he's back in Belgium. But he gives you the best online fitness. So definitely, K said thank you. Check out Coach Remy. Check out K Business. Cassandra Dominic, you know what to do.
Hey, Cassandra Dominic's in the house.
You always win this. So you and Philip.
She's the winner chicken dinner all the time.
Yes. So put in hashtag the home team, just like Philip Waldo Jr., our favorite moderator.
PWJ repping the 2 up, 2 down.
And just like Real Talk with Ntabi. I know y'all are here for the hemp talk, so I will get right to it because, that's what the people want to know. You know what? Dang, G. Albert. I told you last night I couldn't sing to my Laquita Marie. Stop singing. Keep your day job.
Wow. G. Albert coming on. Hey, G. Albert.
I prefer the truth, so thank you for being honest.
G. Albert, I'm not going to let you sit here and talk about my wife, but I'm going to let you talk about it because you tell me the truth. Okay.
You know what? Let's bring the guest in. Y'all know this is a talk show, and what happens is y'all want to talk, and we know why you're here. Thanks, Coach Remy, for putting in hashtag the home team. Y'all are here to figure out how you can grow hemp, how you can make some money, grow some profits, and what else? Corey, what are they wanting to know?
And they're going to know what you can use hemp for, because a lot of people have a misconception it's good for one thing, but the guest we have today is going to tell us exactly what you can do and why hemp is a great investment for you. We're going to bring him in now. Farmer Thelonius has
Wait. We got to say hello to my other Nigerian. K Business is a Nigerian. So is
Share love.
Yes. Okay. Now we can bring in Thelonius because she has put in the home team, hashtag the home team. She has an amazing channel. She's here for the profits because she has several businesses. She looks like she's home doing hair, jumping rope, cooking Nigerian food, but she's getting paid from all of those things.
It ain't sent me a draft of my not a drop, but a draft, as country folks say. She ain't sent me a draft of moi. Her or K-Biz. And K-Biz and his wife are Nigerian, right?
They are. So
they
let's
ain't got a
just count
draft
that.
of moi yet.
Look, K-Business did say thank you. As for today's topics, let's bring in the man of the hour. Welcome.
Farmer Thelonius Cook is in the house.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I appreciate you saying that because we are celebrating Juneteenth. We are celebrating fathers because it's Father's Day as well. We appreciate you for mentioning all of those things, but you know what the people want to hear. Now, here's the thing. Gail at Night is here dropping all the links. Yes, so she's dropping one of our favorites, Share Love TV's link. Gail at Night is letting people know how they can have business opportunities. But Tiffany Q to you is listening in.
Tiffany Q to you in the house.
Hey, Tiffany Q to you. So good to see you again. She's saying TGIF. We want to know how we can make this a TGIF the way you make it a TG every day. What would that be? TGED.
TGED.
That don't even sound as fun. Growing hemp. Okay, so you grow a lot of things. We
part of your Mighty ThunderCloud edible forest CSA, where we get everybody's favorite okra, and we get everybody's favorite. We get cucumbers, we get peppers, tomatoes, basil, the ginger schwitzel tea,
eggplant, green beans. So, anyways, but hemp. We had the opportunity to come to one of your hemp workshops, where you had several different organizations there, the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, Future Farmers Association, or organization.
Future Harvest.
Future Harvest.
Future Harvest. And then we had the international documentary team that came all the way from D.C.
So they came from D.C.
to film this whole process, because hemp has become one of the best kept secrets that's slowly leaking out as far as investment and all of its wonderful uses.
So tell us something.
So if somebody wants to invest into hemp, give them a tip. Give them a tip that they might want to give.
Yeah, Halal Family Homestead, they're growing. I had to be here for the Hemp Live. What can they expect? They already have the land. They're already growing. As far as profits, is it a profitable business? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is we're right in the beginning, and there's few industries like this that are in the infancy stage where, particularly, Black, and socially disadvantaged groups, can get in at the ground level before everything is all saturated. So a lot of people, as you mentioned before, they know hemp as just maybe CBD. And that's an industry that took off early on when hemp first got legalized 4 years ago now. But the fiber industry is really what we really need to look at right now. That's more like the long game. So if you already have access
So,
to land, that's definitely a crop you can grow.
so
Go ahead.
having access to land, whether it's your own land, like Halal family, they have their own homestead. Richmond, hello to
Hey,
you.
Richmond.
Yes, good to see you, Richmond. Uh, let's say you have a backyard. Is that enough land? Or if you have a friend who has a farm, do you need like an acre, like a full acre or whatever? Because we want to know like how much land, how much access to land. You know how with certain things you can grow on a small plot. Whereas corn, you might say, oh no, you need a bigger plot for corn. It's fine to have a smaller
Right.
plot for tomatoes. So that's why I'm asking. Like how much
Yeah.
land would we need?
Well, traditionally, to make right to make money on hemp fiber, you need a little bit more acreage than just the backyard area. Like historically, they say 25 acres is really what you need, to be profitable in hemp fiber. But I'm a small farmer, and I'm currently looking at ways where small farmers, I'm talking about people that might have 5 to 10 acres, can still, make a good income, from growing hemp fiber. One of the things that I'm interested in is building, using hemp as a building material, to actually build houses. So the workshop that you guys came to, we were actually demonstrate how to make hempcrete blocks. And I'm actually building a tiny home right now, that can be a prototype that people can actually see, come and stay in it if they want and really, touch and feel.
Right, because this right here, this is you mixing the hemp, like was what we saw at the workshop, where you are, and I'm saying this so that all the people just coming in, like Mariamate Poju,
Hey, Nigerians is running things today.
yes,
Boy.
Nigerian,
Yeah.
absolutely, and the next gen investor, she's
Caribbean.
oh yeah, that's true. So they're all about, what's next, what's on the forefront. Let's keep abreast of things. Here you are. This hemp, is this hemp that you grew yourself and then you sent it off to be processed and then you mixed it?
Right. No, unfortunately, this is hemp herd that I purchased, and the majority of hemp herd, that's the material that looks kind of like wood chips. That comes from the inside core of the plant, of the actual stock. And so right now, because hemp has been prohibited in the United States, for 6, 7 decades,
Hmm.
we don't really have the infrastructure to even get it to this level. So
Right.
being able to have a machine just to strip the outer fiber of the plant from the woody core, is a barrier right now. So everything is being imported from overseas. So I purchased that hemp. I am growing it now, but the idea is to raise money, to get the processing equipment so that then we can process that, here
Mhm.
locally.
All right.
So then here's a question that we have, because I see here that you have hempcrete, hemp trials, and nutrient management considerations. This is a flyer for the event where we were, along with these other organizations. So like you're saying, you're on the ground floor, you are a part of, and where you're showing people where they can also be a part of along with you, getting started with the infrastructure here in the States, since it's no longer illegal and they're opening up the market. Other people can jump in. Now, Tiffany Q to you has a question. Do you practice no-till gardening? Hemp is a valuable resource in every form.
That's a great question, and I do practice no-till gardening. And when you're trying to grow hemp in a no-till situation, most people will tell you that it can't be done. And
Mm.
so, what I'm doing this year is actually doing hemp trials. So we're trialing 3 different varieties of hemp in a no-till situation, and we're also trying different amendments. And then at the end of the growing season, we'll have data on which strains work the best. Was it successful at sequestering carbon? Uh, did it get the yields that we want for the particular product that we're looking for to use it in? And at the end, this is actually the video that you brought up now is the trench that we were digging for the tiny home. that I'm building. Yeah, so we're still framing it up right now, but the idea is to use that hemp herd that you saw me mixing earlier and actually use it as insulation for this building. So it'll actually be the walls, like the inner and outer walls that will literally pack in between the studs.
Right. Nice. And Tiffany QDU says soil blessings. I hope all are successful. So many blessings to you on that.
I do have a question for those of us those that are watching, just so they know, what is no-till planting, farming?
So no-till is really the way that a lot of people from African heritage have done it, and many indigenous cultures around the world. Because we understand that one, you need time to replenish the soil. Everything that you grow is going to extract nutrients, out of the soil. Yeah, so automatically you're thinking about having some sort of rotation where you're not planting the same crop in the same place as you did year after year, and then as you're letting that soil replenish itself. If you were to come and just, till everything up, which is what we see throughout America, and we've been doing that sort of practice since the 1600s, it's more of a lazier way of farming, because you have farmers with thousands of acres, and really the only way to farm that is with big machinery. And so they come and, till the entire land, leave it bare, and nature immediately wants to cover that soil because it knows that you need those living roots on the soil to feed all of the bacteria and the activity under the soil, which ultimately gets taken up by the plants, which we consume in our body, is very vital for our health and that sort of thing. But so when you till that soil, what you're doing is you're removing all of that organic matter. You're also releasing all the carbon back up into the atmosphere that the soil was sequestering and storing.
So we are only supposed to be saying hello to you. Philip put in his shady question about the okra, telling Tiffany QU, okra is illegal to grow because he doesn't like it.
And guys, this is the man that introduced me to okra. And this is the reason why, Gil, you can type in the comments on why I like okra. How? And Gil answered for me. But Thelonious,
so wait, does no-till involve a fallow season?
A fallow season.
Because Next Gen Investor has a PhD in nutrition. So when you start talking about nutrients from the earth and everything, and of course, that's how we get the nutrients in our food. Like you're saying, they're extracting the nutrients from the earth. That's how we get our vitamins and nutrients from the earth. But go ahead, talk about this. Does no-till involve a fallow season?
Yeah, it certainly involves a fallow season. At my farm, I do a 10-year rotation. So I have 10 plots and I rotate sort of clockwise in between those fields. So in that rotation, you rotate in different crops. So one year it might be tomatoes and peppers. The next year it might be cucurbits like cucumbers, watermelons. You have lettuce greens. And then you also are incorporating cover crops. Like in the photos that you just showed, I had crimson clover planted, in my rotation. Crimson clover is a cover crop that's going to, this is a good shot of that. It's basically going to take the space of where weeds would normally grow.
Okay.
And those flowers attract, thousands of like beneficials, bees will pollinate, make their honey, and then beneficial predators will also come here to help keep the pest population in check. So you can use it as a pest management strategy. That way you don't have to spray. And it's also going to build nutrients in the soil. So at the end of the day, I usually mow mine down with a flail mower and then allow that to work, break down naturally. So you have like a green manure that's all going to help build up that soil health.
So in other words, instead of like putting grass clippings into a bag, just leave it there. You mow it down and you leave these flowers there so that they can give the nutrients back. You know, Tiffany Q to you says
Right.
tilled farms end up with dry, lifeless soil. Tilling kills the microbial life. It is killing the nutritional value of the soil.
Right.
Because, you know, Philip was asking, well, why was tilling performed if it hurts the soil? Is that because people just didn't know any better?
Well, no, it's they do better, but like I said, we became a monocrop society.
Hmm.
You know, starting from as early as tobacco, which was the main way to make income here in Virginia, and then it's gone from all through the South, from wheat to soybean. Well, cotton, wheat, soybean. That's typically what you see grown on a large mass. And so when you're farming at that scale, you can't really get in and use intensive hands-on, methods like I can, on my farm.
Yeah,
So
that's what Tiffany Q to you is saying. It's easier to manage large pieces of property by tilling it. And so, not to cut you off, but just to bring this to hemp, also, when you have your hemp, do you also have to rotate the crops in between the hemp crops then?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I have one plot that I'm growing hemp on now that next year I'll grow sweet potatoes on. So and hemp is actually a good rotational crop because it also helps to remediate the soil. It's also going to, when you're growing hemp fiber, act more similar as a cover crop would. People have been using like sun hemp, for example, as a cover crop. And then so you get that multi value, of it also being a commodity that you can harvest at the end of the day and sell.
So that's where the
But
profits come in as well. It's a constant. So last question, because this is supposed to be just us saying hello, and people are asking questions and all of this stuff. So just a couple of questions, because we know that you are growing lots of food, and we're part of your CSA or community supported agriculture, so that we can get that. We love our plant-based things. Corey G. Albert heard that the truth hurts sometimes, and that plant-based treat that I was drinking last night must have been great. Speaking of plant-based treats, however, this is the final question. This is the real question. Are you on the market? I see this suave picture of you on your Instagram. We just asking for the single ladies.
Who said that?
No, I'm just asking because if you see this Instagram picture, he is posted up. So, you can let the folks know out there. That way, any ladies might want to come your way, or you might not want to market here. You might want to say, forget them.
No, it's fine. You put it out there. Yeah, I'm out there. I'm out there. So I'll say that.
I love it.
But she got to be able to.
The more you grow, the more you know.
The
more you know, the more you grow. Oops, sorry, Tiffany.
So, but she got to get out there. She got to be good with the hoe, right?
You know what?
I mean, I feel like he's growing. I mean, hoe is a garden tool. All right.
You know what? Traveling Highway 460, 90% of the route they did grow soybeans. You're right, Philip. I didn't know that as a child, but now that I'm older, I do realize, and that's that monocrop system that he was saying. Whereas we can really grow our profits here with hemp, rotating the soil, and we can have those different products of fiber.
Yeah.
What else? Oils, tinctures, edible papers, but we'll get into that later. We were only supposed to say hello right now.
So we're gonna put you in the back to enjoy some virtual victuals. We have for you some computerized okra. We got some computer chips, some coffee and salsa. Enjoy that. We'll be talking to you soon.
Alrighty.
All right. See you soon, Thelonious. Back to today's topics, y'all.
This broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by member support by viewers like you. You can be part of the Blind Guys Whack Your Life home team by remembering to bum rush the buttons. Like, share, subscribe,
thumbs up. Go right on and hit that thumbs up button. It lets other people know that you value this information. They may value it also. And scrolling at the bottom of the screen, blindguyhiswife.com. that is where you can also go if you'd like to join the ranks of the sponsors who said we really want to put our vote, our dollars behind our vote of confidence for this broadcast. Now, keep in mind that it is a talk show with multiple segments. One segment is our plant-based treat segment. We've been talking about food.
I didn't get to say my part.
Oh, which one?
When you're blindguyswritethelearlife.com, you can download the 3 little pages remix.
Hey.
Oh, and you can, it has great benefits just for you. It's a great story, enjoyable, good music. It's a good mental escape. I call it a recess for your mind. And also,
so when you're there on blindguyhiswife.com, you can simply click, purchase everything, download the best audio story if you need an emotional lift to be entertained or a party starter.
Or 30 minutes of quiet in the car with kids. It's a great story that you all can have. And also you can benefit from it by making an investment. You can become an affiliate and earn 33% for each OnCare download that is sold through your affiliate link.
Oh, click on opportunities, the opportunities tab, and the first thing there, be a 3 Little Pigs affiliate. It shows you how to get your 33% so that once you set up your account, we don't pay you, you are automatically paid.
Get your valid botanical skincare on to relieve eczema and all sorts of other skin conditions with all natural products. We got bath salts, body butters, body scrubs, all sorts of all natural products, valid botanical skincare. So you can rub some of those ashy ankles that you have and have a great summer and get rid of the dry skin all at the same time.
Absolutely. Just click the button, takes you right to the store, the Violet Botanical website. You are shopping with the discount all the way included. I know Philip says, where's David and Wiley when you need them with all this blasphemous okra talk?
And then while you think, speaking of clicking things, don't forget to click the green coffee cup.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She can say,
what you doing?
And I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. You're going to get some of that wine from the book club so I can stir it like coffee. Bang, 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 click, click, click.
Yeah, when you are there at blindguyhiswife.com, you can click the green coffee cup. It says support the production, click the green coffee cup, and when you do, it opens a widget. You can get 1 coffee, 3 coffee, 5 coffees. Corey has been blind for over 25 years now, so we always type in 25, leave your name, say something nice, and join the ranks of folks like Andale that bought 30 coffees, AJ bought 20, Clarence bought 5, Health G-Mom is there saying I absolutely mega love how you guys help yourself and others with your positive mindset journey. So we do appreciate you all.
Sneak peek at the plant-based treat.
Oh, absolutely, because Global Green Book is here. I know she's always on a health journey where she promotes all things good. And so whole food plant-based is some of the things that she indulges in from time to time. So this is for you, Global Green Book, getting everyone, not just Global Green Book, to eat more fruits and vegetables at every meal. Regardless of what you're eating, add fruits and vegetables to every single meal. This way you you increase your health. I know, right, Tiffany Q to you, and is a real one, 30 coffees. So we're not fruit hoodlums. We are not vigilantes. We just want you to, if you have some chicken and potatoes, add something to it.
Add some broccoli shells, potatoes.
Add some fruit and eat the fruit first. But anyways, here we go. Sneak peek at today's plant-based treat. Oh, today is takeout day. We usually eat Ethiopian on Friday. We missed it the other day, so.
Ethiopian takeout. Yum, yum.
That's all we can show you. You know, Global Green Book lived in Ethiopia for a time. So that was just for you. Oh, Mr. Untouchable says, where's the ganja at? Let me bring the ganja man back, because yes, you make a good point when you say where the ganja at.
Now,
we're going to bring him back to help us with our first place pony, right?
It's time to saddle up and ride for the first place pony derby. So make sure you hashtag the home team.
Yes. Hey there, Thelonius. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you see what the people are already asking, right? Where the ganja at? So that means you are growing hemp, and there are so many things to do with the hemp.
Hemp is a plant with a lot of purposes, and so you found out some of these purposes. We'll talk about those. We talked about some already, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, we always get the veggie kitfo, fit. No, we get the fit. I'm gonna have to remember
Kitfo.
This. Kitfo. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like what. She's talking about a veggie one, but the normal kitfo is actually raw meat. That's kind of like ground up, looks like hamburger meat. that's the way they serve it in Ethiopia.
Got it. Okay.
Put a little bit of Burberry spice on it.
Got it. I'm gonna ask them about that if they have it there, because I know you're a traveling man, been all over the world, so we appreciate that. So when he was in Ethiopia, he had it there. Now, Mr. Untouchable is saying,
I didn't have it, but I know about it. Yeah.
Yes. Respect to the roots and ganja man is what he's saying. Now, you grow everything. You were just talking about rotating the crops, getting paid from this because you can sell the hemp fibers. Of course, you can create the CBD oil, but in your case, you're saying, let me expand my products and start with the fibers.
That's what we're talking about is growing industrial hemp. Industrial hemp, there are lots of different uses for it. So Thelonious, tell us about what things people are using hemp for besides the CBD oil that is the popular one. We know you mentioned the hempcrete bricks that you made, but what else are people, why is this a good investment? Because there are lots of industries that use hemp fiber.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like clothing for one. The fiber is really just the outer part of the plant that you can strip off if you have the proper equipment. It also can be done manually, but then it can be refined, to a level where it can actually be spun. And then used to weave clothing, rope, any sort of like textile like that. It can also be used in paper. There's literally thousands of uses for just the fiber, and then the other parts of the plant, as you mentioned, the herd, is used for animal bedding, kitty litter.
This is where Tiffany QDU says it's a great product in literally every form. So for Mr. Untouchable saying, wait, the ganja is what we need. The nice thing is that we can have the ganja and we can have everything else as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Touchable, saying you guys are the best type of people. We need more of this positive energy on these YouTube streets. Look, we're trying to get you to everything, the health, the business, the wealth. So once you are feeling good with your ganja, you can, keep your business straight. You can live a good life, be wealthy like Mr. Thelonious with several businesses, several farms. And I don't know if we showed everybody your website. Go ahead, Corey. I'm gonna show that while we talk.
Now I know you're going to talk from the state of Virginia, but there are also some nationwide things that people need to know. What are some of the legalities? If somebody says, "Hey, I want to start growing hemp," what do they have to do? I know you can talk from the state of Virginia, so I'll say this disclaimer: this is not a substitute for legal advice. If you want legal advice on becoming a hemp farmer, go look at your state's website and then seek advice from your own legal professional.
Your own legal professional.
With that being said, so Thelonious, speaking from your experience, what are some of the national standards or some of the state requirements that you've experienced in order to become a hemp grower, industrial hemp grower?
Yeah, so you have to start with your local Department of Agriculture. Here in Virginia, the Virginia Department of Agriculture, VDAX, is the one that regulates hemp licensing. We actually have a low area of entry where it only costs $150 a year for a cultivator's license. The same for a processor's license. But for each state, it is different. I know Maryland, I think they're still on the, you still have to partner with the university. It's still under the research, but you can apply for a commercial license, but it's administered through the federal government. So different states have different regulations. Some, are more prohibitive, to others. So that's also something to consider if you're looking to buy land. Like if you don't already own land and you're looking to buy land, then you should, already be aware of what the local laws are first.
Yeah, Tiffany QDU said, "Yep, we're legal first." And David Hunt also has a question about, is hemp considered a weed or a regular plant? David Hunt, make sure you're putting in #TheHomeTeam, because we are just about to do that right now. I don't know if you heard, but we're about to do tonight. We're not going to DC to get the injera, but we're going to get Ethiopian food tonight. There's a lot of good stuff. So thank you for that Crystal City tip, Global Green Book. Is hemp considered a weed or a regular plant?
Oh, it's a regular plant. I mean, I don't know what he means exactly by weed, but like a lot of plants, though, it will, if it produces seed, if it goes to seed and that seed falls to the earth, it will volunteer, come up, and it doesn't really need anybody, to grow itself. So it's one of those plants where you can find it, feral, but you can also, cultivate it.
Now,
right.
with the word, when bringing up the word weed, that's a good segue to the next part about the legalities of it. What is the level of THC?
Well, Tiffany Q, you answered it. Hemp is absent of the THC.
Well, there's a certain level of it.
Because she also said David hemp became legal to grow in Massachusetts in 2016 with marijuana. So like he's saying right now, it's legal, I think, to grow in all states. It's just not legal to sell. Mr. Untouchable is saying no plant is illegal. Thank you.
Now, thank you for all those. You guys have added great value to this conversation.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
New England, where growing is for the professional. That's what Philip said. Hey, Healthy G Mom. So
with the THC levels, the reason why hemp is they be considered a cousin to marijuana, but really the THC level, what is the level that, because you have to get it tested before you can sell it to the market, correct?
It has to be under 0.3, under 0.3% currently.
Got it.
So
okay.
There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just throw some seeds down, watch it grow, harvest it, and start selling CBD oil or fibers. There's a lot of legalities. You actually have to have someone come out and test the product to make sure that the THC levels are correct, and anything over, you gotta destroy the crop. So it's a lot of things to know.
Yeah, because Healthy G Mom says, "Yep, California grow it to smoke."
Right. So
it's definitely not legal to grow in all states, unlike okra. Dang, Tiffany, you don't like okra either?
Now, with all that being said, there's a lot of legalities that go into it. And so, again, this is not a substitute for legal or professional business advice. If you want to start growing hemp, before you do it, look at your state laws and consult your own legal professionals and your own state government.
Thank you, Gail, for posting
exactly what you're getting into. But we got to get these ponies off and running.
Yep, David Hunt has it in there, hashtag the home team. If you have not put it in, put in hashtag the home team. We're going to finally do our first place pony so we can see who gets first place bragging rights. In the comments today, we did have, who was it? TWP Popcorn. Yes, but one person, now TWP Popcorn, now that's a channel if you want some other growing. So definitely put in what David Hunt has put in. How are we going to do this, Corey?
All right, Thelonious, I am going to make the horse race announcement. When I say bring, when I say make the gate sound bring, you are going to say let's grow, okay?
Oh, okay. So he says let's grow.
Yeah, so
he says let's grow.
When I say bring, he says let's grow.
All right.
You ready, Thelonious?
I'm ready.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another run on the Blind Guy, His Wife Live First Place Pony Derby. Everybody is mounted on their horse and ready to ride. Bring.
Let's grow.
They're off.
All right. Oh, I guess I should hit the button. All right. Trash Can Waves, Philip Waldo, David Hunt, Real Talk with the Topic, Coach Remy Fitness, Cassandra Dominic, Trash Can Waves, Global Green Book, G. Albert, Global Green Book, Trash Can Waves, Coach Remy.
Coach Remy, all the way across the ocean, had to get on a seahorse to enter this derby. And
I know.
Congratulations, Coach Remy.
And K Business almost made it. The birthday boy tried it, but Coach Remy came in. It was the Nigerian and the Rwandans, but the Rwandan has won. So congratulations to Coach Remy. I think Coach Remy is live right now or about to go live, because he does go live, helping us to work out from home using calisthenics, sometimes weights. But either way, if y'all see him, Coach Remy is ripped. So is Thelonious. Do you work out, Thelonious, or do you just do physical work?
This time of year, the farm work is enough.
The farm work is enough. So that's, y'all hear that? And we're saying that for a reason, so that you all can get your fitness together as well.
Get your hemp on and get your health on.
Boom, your hemp and your health. Can you please congratulate Coach Remy for winning today's first place pony?
Congrats, right, Coach Remy.
All right. Well, we're going to put you back in the virtual green room to enjoy some more virtual victuals while we take a coffee break, and then we'll bring you back after the coffee break, okay?
All right.
All right. See you in just a moment. All right, y'all know it's a talk show, so we are going to talk to you just for a minute for this coffee break.
Now, we always tell you that you can always be part of the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life home team by remembering to go to our website and click the green coffee cup. Clink, 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 clink.
You didn't do it right because Hands in the Dirt is listening. You got to clank it like you normally clank.
All right. You gotta click the green coffee cup. Clink a bang bang boogity, clink the clink a boogie boogie, clank clank boogity beat.
I don't know if he would do all of that, but hey there, Hands in the Dirt. Good to see you, Stacey.
But you also can be part of the Blind Guys Wife, the home team, to promote your business, your YouTube channel, or your organization by becoming a sponsor. Just like our friends that we're about to show you now. This broadcast was brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors. And turn down the music selector.
Absolutely. We are so grateful to our sponsors. We're just going to take a moment to say thank you. We're always in deep gratitude. Anyone can become a sponsor, but we are thankful that these folks have chosen us. So thank you.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks.
Thank you, David and Christine Brooks, for choosing us again.
Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
Bought us 99 coffees and decaf ain't one.
Supreme sponsor, JBWR. Check out his YouTube channel.
Thank you, JBWR.
Supreme sponsor, the City of Portsmouth, Virginia.
City of Portsmouth,
Thank
great
you.
sponsors.
Supreme sponsor, Tryon Palace of New Bern, North Carolina.
Tryon Palace, thank you for sponsoring again.
Supreme sponsor, Jamestown Settlement.
Jamestown, thank you for joining us as sponsors.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
That's all you gotta do. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
Absolutely. You know, Hands in the Dirt said that was good enough when you were clinking. And hey there, African Dreaming, all the way from Tanzania.
Hey.
You know, our guest today, Growing Hemp, talking about making money growing hemp.
He lived in Tanzania for a while.
Yes, teaching tech and all the good things. So, and you all are there now with land. He's talking your talk, making money using the land. We're going to get into that next. Did you want to introduce him? And we'll talk about more on the money.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of A Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. Here for you every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
For the best 1 hour of your day. It's a talk show featuring fabulous guests just like the one that we're about to introduce to you today.
Mighty ThunderCloud.
When it comes to growing, this man grows plants that are taller than the Jolly Green Giant himself. When it comes to agriculture, George Washington Carver has sent his hand from heaven and blessed this man to become one of the greatest farmers in our generation. When it comes to business, he is Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, and all the businesses on Black Wall Street combined into one human being. When it comes to making things that no one has ever seen before, like buildings out of hemp plants, this man is more creative than any creator that's ever created anything under creation. In other words, this man can sculpt, build, grow. He can do it all. This man is a scientist of sorts, a sorcerer of sorts. He is a man that makes lots of magic, and he's here to show you how to do the same thing to increase your health, your business, and your wealth by growing hemp. It's time for today's featured guest. It's the mighty ThunderCloud himself.
Hey.
It's time for Thelonius C.
Hey, welcome back.
Wow, thank you for that amazing introduction, Corey.
You know what? Hands in the Dirt was trying to take it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for the kind words. Now, let me explain something about Hands in the Dirt, African Dreaming. These folks are doing it exactly what you're talking about, especially Hands in the Dirt. He has a lot of knowledge on his channel that he gives about growing, about managing the soil and all of those things. And African Dreaming is in Tanzania right now, being country in another country. So that's their tagline.
That's funny.
And so Philip is saying, welcome to the show. African Dreaming is laughing at you, Corey. But they're all here to hear more about
African dream. How you be Bama in Africa?
Look, right? They're all here to hear about plants for profits. So tell us how.
Now, when it comes to plants for profit, it's not just the planting. We talked about before all the things you can do with hemp. You have, of course, people know about the CBD oil production. We know that you told us that you can take the fibers, they can be spun into fibers for edible paper. It can be spun into fiber for regular paper that you can write on. It can be spun into fibers for clothing, bags, purses, rope for the construction industry. It can be spun, hemp can be used to create building materials. But aside from that, the planting profits aren't just in the planting, it's also in the processing. So talk about processing as an investment opportunity, and specifically talk about it from the Virginia Hemp Association, the Virginia Hemp, what's your company?
Virginia Hemp Company.
Virginia Hemp Company. I don't know why I can't remember that company was.
Yeah, and then so you're saying, Corey, to talk about it from the investment side, but also talk about it from the networking side as well, because again, when you had this hemp workshop, you had different organizations there. They're listed right there at the bottom of the screen: the Million Acre Challenge, University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Future Harvest organization. So we know that networking is key, because that's what's going to expand your selling power or your marketability and all of that.
Purposes.
Yeah, for investment purposes. So talk to us a little bit about
planting for profits. And like I said, again, talk about the different side of the processing, and then the networking, how all those things tie together to grow what you're growing, which is the Virginia Hemp Company.
Yes.
Yeah, so when people think about trying to get into the industrial hemp industry, there are a lot of opportunities. Even if you aren't a grower, yourself, the plant also needs to be processed, and then it needs to be transformed into all of those products that you named already. Like I said, because this is a new industry, all of those industries still need to be developed. All of those different uses still need to be thought of. Hemp can be used to replace plastics, fiber boards from all of the cabinets that are used in new construction building. So there's just it's only limited by the imagination that people have right now. And I would recommend people to just identify a product, that resonates with them, that they really want to push, because it's really wide open. And we're going to need everybody to continue to, push the industry forward. For example, when you think about construction, the builders, haven't built with hempcrete before. So there's building codes and, regulations and things like that still need to be developed. The local, government officials, everybody still needs to be educated. So that's part of the work that I'm doing right now, both as a farmer, and then also we're starting a business called the Virginia Hemp Company, which is really looking to address some of the barriers that I spoke about earlier. One being the initial processing, which is just taking the plant from the field. It goes through a process of retting, which means you have to first kind of let it start to decompose naturally in the field. And then that starts the natural separation of the fiber from the woody core. After that portion, then it needs to be processed into the main outputs, which are going to be the ingredients for other products. You have to get the fiber off the plant, and then that fiber gets refined and further manufactured into those other end products that will go to consumers. So when you look at the entire value chain, we really need all sorts of people from all different backgrounds, from logistics, to manufacturers, people who maybe you want to have a clothing business, that uses, sustainable, renewable material and locally grown, source material from Black farmers. We can really, address the entire value chain from seed to finish products. So
nice. So this is a good thing because, Burundian Travels is in Kenya, but like you're saying, starting here from the ground up, you can start wherever you are. And this is an international thing because of course they're wearing clothes in Kenya, right? So,
people are writing on paper in Kenya.
People are writing on paper in Kenya as well as here. So that is where we want to we can, hit all the marks. I know that we also want to finish up with land leasing, but we're getting to the top of the hour and we have to put in our final hashtag of #MightyThunderCloud edible forest. Scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, y'all see thundercloud.farm. That's the website. Gail is dropping all of the links. The links are also in the video description, but Mighty Thundercloud edible forest. Let's type all of that into the hashtag because if you win, you get to make a decision on this.
Make a decision. Let's see, what is the decision that we're going to make?
So your next project, like you're saying, you're doing the building where you're making the hemp bricks. We saw you digging the trench, but you have a team out there that comes out. The giveaway is going to be, because Corey has dug a few ditches in his day, or holes and all of that. The question will be, will Corey be on a part of the next team, or will I have to dig a ditch? I don't think I should put me in it.
Yeah,
I think
that's it right there. The next time you do building construction work, will I be digging the trench or will Lakuta be digging the trench?
Corey's good at it already, so I think we should
just learn.
All right.
Just like that girl said in Boys in the Hood, I can learn.
You know what? So,
y'all usually come out with the whole family, so I'm sure y'all can, attack the ditch, as a team.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's finish up talking to land leasing because G Mama is here. Hey there.
Click. Now
make sure you put in hashtag Mighty Thundercloud edible forest. Because it's a long name, but Cassandra Dominic has it in there. So does G. Albert, Philip Waldo Jr. Last question: can you extract THC from MJ and get hemp?
No. Well,
that's not the right process for order or something. Right. All right, so pretty much no. So let's get into the land leasing part. This is another way to raise money.
The question.
So here's the last question then. Hands in the Dirt, has land. So does G Mama Grows. But you were saying that you might want about 25 acres if you really want a profitable hemp growing business. Let's say G Mama Grows has 5 acres, Hands in the Dirt has 5 acres, Tiffany Q to You and Cassandra Dominic has 5 acres.
That's a co-op right there.
Ah.
Now, not only that, but like I said, go ahead.
Well, you can definitely use it to acre.
Say that one more time.
So I was going to say you can definitely do it on lower acreage as well because you're thinking about incorporating hemp as one of the crops into a larger operation. So all of the money doesn't have to just come from growing hemp. So you can definitely do it on smaller acreage as well, as well as aggregate with other farmers in the area.
And then as far as land leasing, if you're not a person that's into growing, but you have the purchasing power to purchase land, you can also lease your land to potential hemp growers. So how does the land leasing process work? You still have to go through the same legalities and as you would if you were actually going to grow the hemp yourself?
Yeah, because I'm showing right now, Corey. Oops, I'm showing the wrong page. I'm going to show the building on his land while he talks about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So really, how it works, one person has to hold a license, and then as long as that one person has a license, he or she can have agents that work, on behalf of them. And that way that gives them the ability to handle, the hemp product. So whether it be the person who's leasing or the landowner, it really doesn't matter either way. But I know here in Virginia, once you apply for the license, Then you have to list your GPS coordinates of the land where it will be grown, and just have the okay or the authorization to obviously grow there. But it's definitely an opportunity now, because a lot of the farmers, or a lot of the landowners, I should say, are senior in age, and then so if you're new and you don't have land, there's the opportunity to lease land from landowners who don't have any interest in actually doing the day-to-day farm activities, and that's a good way also to get your feet wet and and learn before you invest in your own land.
So this is good, because like you're saying, that's a way that people that have the land, if you're older, if you're not using your land necessarily, you can lease it out.
Or if you live in another state, let's say grandma left you some land in
Wally is here, Corey, the plate advisor.
in Alabama, and you live in Boston, Massachusetts, you can you might not be there to work the land, but you can lease it out to other farmers who might be willing to grow.
Yeah, and there's a lot of young people that are now returning, back to the land, but they just don't have, access to land where they can grow, so they're doing like urban, gardens on small plots. But part of what we're doing here is creating a database in Virginia of farmers, so that we have a Rolodex that we can, connect people, whether they're have land or whether they're seeking land, and then also connect people with labor.
Right.
Yeah, you just dated yourself seriously, Thelonious. You said Rolodex.
Rolodex. Oh yeah, that is like the original. Yeah, that's the original before the Black Book. So let's get into our final giveaway. Now we know that you have all these projects happening. Meanwhile, you have so many businesses, right? We've been showing your website so that people can understand not just the flexibility of hemp growing, because we've shown several different ways to make money with hemp, but you're also diversifying it because you realize that with your land, you have to rotate the crops. So you're making money with the crops, with the hemp products, growing that, creating these workshops and all of these different things. So let's get ready for the giveaway. And when your next project happens where you got to go digging again, the person that wins
gets to decide whether I get to dig the trench.
Because Corey knows how to dig them, y'all. Corey's good at this.
Corey have to grab the hoe and do the work and dig the trench herself.
When Corey could see, he was digging with the shovel. Even now that he can't see, he can dig. He's done. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm gonna mess up your check. Okay. Yeah, Thelonious did go back to 1986, Philip. And Philip keeps trying to get Tiffany Q to you to switch over to no okra with him and Wally, but it's not going to happen. Now, Next Gen Investor is mentioning what Tiffany Q to you said. She said, goodness, GPS coordinates, infrared tracking too, because Tiffany Q to you was mentioning that, they want that latitude and longitude of your land, because here, wherever she is, they go over with helicopters and heat-seeking lights to see where it's being grown. Do you know if they're doing that here in Virginia as well, Thelonious?
I'm not sure if they're doing that yet. I haven't heard of it, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Wow, I wouldn't doubt it either. It's something out here, right? Let's get into the giveaway. We're going to see who's going to dig this ditch, and we're going to wrap the show up with our plant-based treat today. So far, Tiffany QU is planning on switching Wally, Philip, and David to be big and strong on okra. Y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. But Philip is like, nah, Wally, she gonna learn today. So let them fight over it. And we just said what the giveaway was. Could it be that brand new RCP that David unboxed this morning? Oh, that was nice, wasn't it, G. Albert? David Hunt was unboxing. Anyways, get into the giveaway, Corey. What are you gonna say? What is he going to say?
I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then he's going to say Mighty ThunderCloud Edible Forest.
All right. Now, it barely fit on the screen for me, so I couldn't even put the hashtag in there, but it will still pick it up. So if you have not put in hashtag Mighty ThunderCloud Edible Forest, put it in so that way you won't have to say it's rigged like Wally is saying. All right. So far, I know we only have 3 entries. So, hey, somebody's going to make a decision. Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a minute. People who don't eat.
Mighty ThunderCloud.
All
righty, let's go. All right, Cassandra Dominic, G. Albert, Philip Waldo Jr., Cassandra Dominic, G. Albert, Philip Waldo Jr., G. Albert, Cassandra, Philip, G. Albert, Cassandra, Philip. What?
I knew it. Rigor mortis. Rigormization.
Oh my goodness.
Rigor.
Even Wally was saying, yeah, it's rigged away.
Yeah. Big little rig. John Riggins. Riggs.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
All right, Philip. So you get to decide who digs the trench.
I'm your sister, Philip. So do not say that I need to be digging ditches out here. Anyways.
Hey, Philip. Who's the one that's been steadily encouraging your voice over here, Philip? Huh? Who's been doing that? This has been me, your brother-in-law.
Gail, I know you're not turning on me to my Philip Wednesday Quita. You know what?
See, there you go. And Philip, think about all the times she tried to hit you and do stuff to you when y'all growing up and get you in trouble and stuff like that. Think about all those things, Philip. Think about all those things. All those things that times you had to play with dogs.
Cassandra said Dominic. Dominic said congratulations. And wait, XDMC says the wrench is strong with this one. One love to the chat and the panel.
MC.
Yeah, the person with the wrench won. It seems rigged. Let's ask you our final question as everybody congratulates Philip like Tiffany Q to you and African Dreaming. Let us know if hold up. Okay, we have an answer. Break some child labor laws and use Quita Jr., Quita Jr. Jr., and Quita Jr. Jr. I agree. Let's use the kids. Let's let the kids do the work.
Be up the labor laws. It's gonna be his fault.
Dang, XDMC is talking about congrats, Phil. Make the sister dig.
There you go.
Let's just get to the final question.
Make her use a hoe.
Let's get to the final question. How many fruits and vegetables now have been showing that you got all these wonderful foods and know you are a fan of your own food? So, how many fruits and vegetables have you had today?
How I had today?
Yes.
So 3 actually.
Oh.
What'd you have?
I had some grapes. I ate some bok choy and cabbage. Bok choy and cabbage.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
Get it in.
Sounds good. Glad to hear that you didn't have any hemp products today because David Hunt was trying to make the hemp be in the clothes, and Tiffany QDU said, "Oh, you can make feel good clothes if you leave the THC in, David."
And you start absorbing it through your skin, and you like walking like
Yes. Any final words that you want to give to our audience before we show them our plant-based treat for today?
No, just stay tuned. Instagram, I'm pretty active on there at Edible Forest, and I'll definitely have an opportunity coming up, to get some more hands-on learning with hempcrete.
Right.
Absolutely, that's a good thing. Thank you so much for giving us all the different ways that we can tap into this industry. From growing it to
processing it,
leasing land. Yes.
So,
Philip says, thanks again for sharing today, Thelonious.
So,
no problem. Appreciate you.
We're going to pop you back into the virtual green room and just hang out there for a minute until the broadcast is over while we show everybody our plant-based treat. David and XDMC
and
Wally and Philip, we're taking flight on our favorite airline. Type it into the chat.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should start saying rigged in favor since someone be catching these wins. Yeah, right. Philip is doing really good. Question of the 3 amendments being tried on the hemp this year is 1, coffee grinds.
Okay.
We'll have to definitely check that out. You know what? Go to his website, G. Albert, if you're wondering what is a sweet baby ginger, because Mighty ThunderCloud Edible Forest might have something on that. Is that what he saw that? I don't know. XDMC is already saying Ethiopia and Philip, Ethiopian Airlines.
There you go.
Y'all check out Philip's website as a voiceover artist. let's get into this plant-based treat because according to XDMC, next week the giveaway will be okra flavored ice cream delivered to the whole chat, extra for David.
And you know how I like my okra, XDMC.
Oh, Gail at night already put in there earlier. Raw.
Oh, she did? Okay.
I forgot to tell you that.
All right, and now it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef Laquita. Oh yeah, by Chef Laquita Marie and Nisal Cafe.
Yes, Ethiopian takeout. It's Friday. This is what we do.
Ethiopian takeout. Yum yum.
This is plant-based takeout, guys. So if you cannot cook, you don't have time to cook, this is what you do. You go and make a purchase.
Just find the vegan section of the menu. The greens are my favorite, and the spicy lentils are really good.
Red lentils are high in protein and fiber, low in fat, and a healthy substitute for meat. Injera, or the bread, is made from teff flour. It's gluten-free and extremely nutritious. This bread is Injera bread. It's a fermented bread. It does not have a sour flavor, but it is fermented with vegetables. So it's a spicy dish. So for this one, I kind of just pull off around the edges and I roll the bread so that we have extra bread for the other dishes. Onions are high in vitamin C, which fights colon, prostate, and lung cancers. Also rich in a chemical that's effective in eliminating bacterial intestinal infections.
The collard greens are really good, and they're really different from ones you can get at a cookout or a family reunion.
Collard greens are high in fiber, which reduces bad cholesterol, lowers blood pressure, and lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease. So this is not absolutely pretty, but you know. So there you have it. So then you can just put that right in your mouth.
I liked the bread, how it was light and soft, and the flavor of the food was good.
This is my favorite because every time they ask us what we want to eat for takeout, I always say Ethiopian, and it's filling.
Guys, you can dine out and dine well.
XDMC play too much.
What's that?
Why did I think the bread was tablecloth? And Philip talked about he fasted all of next week and we sending out that okra flavored ice cream.
Now this is the XDMC, the same XDMC that can spot, hey, is that a gold medal from your kindergarten field day hanging on the back corner of that wall behind that plant?
Right.
Hey, looking at some bread, somebody's a Taylor.
Lord knows. Yep, no hemp was harmed in making it this plant-based treat, David. And Wally says, what a meat at, bruh? You know it's a plant-based treat. Anyways, you know what though? I will say the Ethiopians, they do have some of the best flavored meats. Yeah. So yes, if you're eating meats, you can get your meats and your plant-based treats at the Ethiopian spots.
And a lot of the African dishes, like especially like with the Ghanaian restaurant Yen Diddy's that we go to.
Yeah, we had them the other day.
The meat is more of a garnish than, you know, in the
No, they make it a main.
They make main dishes. I'm saying, but a lot of times
it's
like that as well. So it's like it's not like the main feature. It starts out plant-based. That's what I mean by saying that. The meal starts out plant-based and the meat is added to it.
Yeah, well, you know, the lamb is great there, the beef is great there, the chicken is great there. So Philip and Wally, if y'all are looking for the meat, have it. Just know you're going to have the other benefits of the lentils, the salad, all of those good things as well. And it's delicious.
All right. Well, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live.
Thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping our plant-based playlist. So if you all are looking for recipes, definitely check that out.
Join us next week for more fabulous guests and more great times with you, our home team. And to say goodbye, we are going to say goodbye the same way.
Yeah, lambs do eat grass. There you go, David. Philip's going to his Okra Anonymous meeting after this show.
We're going to say goodbye to you like you was like.
Oh, exactly. Tiffany Q to you. Many other cultures use small portions of meat, as we should. Absolutely.
Right. So we're going to say goodbye to you the way that Philip, David, and Wally would say goodbye to some gumbo with okra in it.
Oh, yeah, because gumbo means deuces. Tiffany Q, you already knows what it is. Deuces. Oh, I meant gumbo means okra.
We're going to say goodbye saying gumbo. We're going to say deuces.
Stop doing me wrong. Deuces. Oh, I was about to put up 3 fingers. Deuces.